All right, folks, well, here's the thing. Browns fans, as you know, travel well. We are all over the place. Some of it's because we leave the city and move to different areas, but ignore that. The point is, we have Browns Backers organizations all over the country and all over the world. I had a chance to sit down and talk with some of them and experience a really special moment last night. Take a look. As this season has proven once again, being a Browns fan is always an adventure and rarely easy. But whether we're mourning after an 0-16 season or celebrating a playoff berth orchestrated by our former mortal enemy, Browns fans have one thing they can count on through all the ups and downs, and that's each other. Of course, we're easy to find around here, but the farther you get from the CLE, the harder it becomes to find fellow Browns fans. And there aren't many places that are farther from Cleveland than Perth, Australia. Meet the Royal Perth Browns Backers of Western Australia, a group of Aussie Browns fanatics founded by this man, Bruce Millinger.
20 years ago, I organized the Royal Perth Browns Backers of Western Australia. We have the unique distinction of being the most distant Browns Backers chapter on the planet.
Located 11,258 miles away from Brown Stadium, the Perth Gang represents our most distant official Backers club.
For a 1 p.m. kickoff, that's 2 a.m. over here in Australia.
However, for evening games like last night, about 30 Aussie Backers rise and shine to cheer on the Browns at a more acceptable time.
You don't just have people from the States. You've recruited somehow Browns fans in Australia.
Apparently, people here like the underdog.
We actually had the opportunity to take in 2 different games with the Perth Backers this season, here at the historic PJ McIntyre's in Cam's Corner, located 13 miles from the stadium by comparison. However, the first game we watched together was, frankly, kind of a drag. So 3 months, 9 wins, and 3 starting quarterbacks later, we met up again to watch our team try to secure a playoff spot together.
Explain to me how the Australian Browns Backers Club has reacted to this weird season.
You know, roller coaster is the best way we can describe it, but right now we're at the top and we're just going to keep on going.
Sure, they're watching Thursday Night Football on Friday morning, and they're much closer to Antarctica than Parma, but these are still Cleveland fans, right down to the prizes up for grabs at halftime.
We received a number of bottles of stadium mustard and some T-shirts, and we passed those out.
The Browns season is always a long, weird roller coaster ride, no matter where you're watching from. And last night, my Australian friends and I got to watch it get even longer.
Will you get together at 2 a.m. in Australia for a playoff game?
We do be at one of the Backers' houses. None of the pubs are open at that time.
So, Cleveland, when you're cheering on your team during the playoffs, just remember there's a small group of Browns fans in an Australian apartment cheering right along with us at the exact same time, even though it's 2 a.m. the following day. Here we go, Brownies. Let's didgeridoo this. Like that last line?
I did.
Now, what was really fun is that the Stadium Mustard people actually mailed down a shipment of mustard to Perth, Australia, to those Browns backers to give out as prizes and stuff. Talk about hometown pride right there.
And they deserve it. You know, I'm glad that they're going to get the opportunity to stay up late and ruin somebody's house and make it dirty with a bunch of celebration over a playoff game in Australia.
Thanks for the time, Aussie Browns fans. We appreciate you.